Good afternoon people. It's 16:42. I have 140 miles to go, which means I've done 120. And this is the M6, one of the busiest motorways in the country. Even on a Sunday, it doesn't alter much. The junction I'm coming up to ahead of me is junction 6, which is the main junction into central Birmingham. If you travel this way, or you live in this area, you know how busy this junction is. And this is it today. While I'm now here, the Arctic that's just overtaken me is a Polish Arctic. Please spare a thought for those drivers. Those are Eastern European drivers. They're over here for weeks at a time. They're separated from their families by weeks and by hundreds of miles, thousands of miles. Spare them a thought at this time. I'm only 120 miles from home. They are a lot further, doing the same job as me, keeping this country going.
In 1 mile, keep right on M6.
However, let's get back to what I was talking about. This is coming up on junction 6. I will be moving over because I don't want to go to Birmingham. I never want to go to Birmingham if possible. I'm going to be moving over because I'm carrying on down the M6 to the end and then on to the A14. I haven't heard anything, but there is something we do need to think about for the future. Not so much this year maybe, but next year definitely. Due to the vastly reduced traffic flow, is insects, flying insects.
Be in either of the two right lanes.
Every day, millions, probably billions, end their lives, often before they've even mated, on our windscreens. This year, that's not going to happen. A lot more will get to breed. A lot more will hatch this year. A lot more, in that case, will hatch next year. So to all those who have hoarded
on M6.
toilet paper, because of course when there's the risk of a respiratory disease such as COVID-19, which affects your lungs, what's the first thing you're going to think about? Your bottom. But in fact, what you should have hoarded maybe was fly spray and fly papers. I have now passed junction 6 for Birmingham. Look at it, nothing. Birmingham Central is there over to my right. And this is how it is. It is good that people are taking notice. I am seeing a lot of marked police cars, not so much here on the motorways, because even they don't really want to stop people on the motorways unless they really have to. It becomes dangerous. So there we are. That's my report. Just I'll leave it on a couple more minutes just so you can take in the amount of traffic on one of the busiest motorways in the country. Oh, and start thinking of fly spray. The other thing of course will be badgers, rabbits, even pheasants. I see hundreds in a week dead on the side of the road, hit by cars. That's going to vastly reduce. So the badgers will have more chance to breed, as will the rabbits, the pheasants, etc., as well as the insects. And as good as that is for the wildlife, it does have a knock-on effect for the human race. Rabbits can destroy crops like you wouldn't believe. Same applies to insects. We will probably there now see increased use of insecticides, which we will have to do because we are going to need to feed people. And that is how it goes. The overhead gantry signs are giving out the message: only take absolute essential journeys. So anyway, I shall leave it there now. I shall sign off. We have 135 miles to go till I get where I'm going. I'm there for the night in the middle of nowhere at Nature's Menu. I will be offloading at maybe 6:30 in the morning, and then I head up to Lincolnshire to pick up venison, pheasant, grouse and hare, which I believe is coming from Sweden, and I'll be bringing that back to our place for processing. Thank you folks, stay safe. Oh, one other thing while I remember, social distancing. Another thing to think of, especially in somewhere like Bath, where we almost always have a constant breeze. You may be standing 2 meters apart to talk, but make a note which way the wind's coming. Always trying to have the wind coming from one side of you or the other, not from behind you or directly towards you, or from basically even not from behind you to the person you're talking to, or from the person you're talking to directly towards you, because that 2 meters is nothing if there's a breeze. That's all. Take care folks.